guys, and welcome back to episode 134 of my Level Up series, where I do take Hashtag United, of course, through the levels of the footballing pyramid. Now, as always, before we do jump into today's video, I really appreciate if you would take the time to hit the subscribe button down below, if, of course, you are interested in Football Manager content. Now then, what on earth do we talk about? Because it's been a few days since I've actually played this save. So I believe in the last episode was the Crystal Palace and Southampton games. I'm pretty sure of that, yeah, because then we had November, we had the 3 games, and they were 3 difficult games, and indeed we will run through them for you now. So we started it off then in a tough November fixture list against Arsenal. They did in fact beat us 2-1, unfortunately. They scored early doors through Mariba. We levelled things up through Dylan Lambert, and then Phil Foden getting the goal in the 88th minute to seal the deal for Arsenal. And that was disappointing because, you know, we looked like we were going to hold on and get a point from the game, which would have been amazing. Unfortunately, Arsenal obviously showing their qualities, fighting to the death, and then getting 3 points for themselves. But then we did bounce back tremendously against Chelsea at home, which was amazing. What an amazing result. Martin McSween, which was brilliant to see as well, because Martin McSween is a legend, all-time leading goal scorer for the club, bagging a goal, and valuable 3 points for us that we didn't think was going to come in this game. We were backs to the wall for a large portion of the game, and then we made some substitutions, including Martin McSween, and it paid off basically, and he manages to get us the winner in the 94th minute. Then we played Everton, who are having a fantastic season right now. We did unfortunately lose 2-1. They get 2 goals just before half time, which kind of took the wind out of our sails. It was a competitive game up to then, and then after the break it was a competitive game, but Lay, with the only goal for us, smashed it in from 25 yards, thunderbolt. It was a really nice goal, but disappointing. But again, we are away from home. Everton are, I think, in the top 4 currently, and we'll just have a look at that in a second. And yeah, we got 3 points. We probably should have had 4 points, like we should have got the point in the Arsenal game, but we move. So, as you can see then, we're sitting down in 7th place, which is obviously really, really pleasing anyway. I'm super happy with that. Everton, as you can see, above us in 5th. Then we got Arsenal and Chelsea breathing down our necks. So, we're in a good spot. I expected Arsenal and Chelsea to move up from where they were. Obviously, results against us, well, for Arsenal at least, has meant that they are going to probably overtake us by the end of the season, but hopefully the likes of Everton, we can keep up with Everton, Crystal Palace, and maybe Tottenham, and then who knows, we might be able to get a bit of European football if things go well. In regards to the finances, we're down to 17 million because 10 million was paid out for Griffiths as part of his deal when we signed him. I don't know how I can show that expenditure. Transfer expenditure, there is 10 million went out as part of, again, his transfer from last season. So not great, but obviously we're still projected to be making money. The board obviously also said they're going to extend the wage budget, but I said instead of that, why don't you put it into the transfer budget? And they were like, nah, we think we've given you enough transfer budget, which to be fair we have, but if you're giving me more wages, I preferred, well, I mean, I'll take it. And it ended up, we've got the wages anyway, 744,000 per week. Hopefully, come the January transfer window, we might be able to get a bit more money. I'm going to try and ask them again and see if we can get some more money like we did last season and hopefully make a signing, but who knows. Like I said, projection wise, it's still good. We're making money, which is the main thing. So, all that business has been taken care of. Today, though, we feature West Ham at home and Wolves, who are in a dire spot actually. sitting in 19th place. So without further ado, we've got nothing else to say. So let's get straight to the first game. Okay, so Martelli is unfortunately injured. What was his injury again? 1 to 4 days. Pozzo's coming back. Trineri. Interesting. I don't know why they always want to swap. It just doesn't make any sense to me, but I'm going to run this team as per. It's kind of the bog standard team at this point. Lator, Lee in midfield, Lambert, Smith, Pozzo, and then Elaine up front. Elaine's dropped off a little bit. I mean, he's still, he scored 9 goals so far this season in 14, I think it's 14 league games, which is tremendous. But I'm not, But, in 14. So 9 in 14 is still a really good total, especially for a 19-year-old. It's just because he started so prolific. In the opening few games of the season, I guess I'm keeping him to them sort of levels essentially, but probably wrongfully, to be honest. Hopefully he can impact the game today and hopefully get a goal. Either way, we got Martin to come off the bench and hopefully do some damage if needs be. What on earth was that? What on earth was that, man? That's poor. That's poor. No one marking him, and they just free header. And that is a joke. It's a joke, man. What an absolute joke. I can't believe that. You better pull your fingers out now, lads, I swear. We need to be getting 3 points in this game. No messing about. I mean, we're at home and we know our home form is very good. Lambert's... mate. Should have buried that one, mate. Composure, 13, 11 finishing. Not great. Maybe something we need to improve on for Lambert. Pozzo, what can you do? And then don't even track the run. What, are you mad? 2 free kicks get blocked. Well, a free kick gets blocked, then the shot gets blocked, and you're not even tracking the run. And come on, Lambert, let's go. Back on level terms we are then. Through Dylan Lambert gets his 3rd goal of the season. Come on. Redeems himself there. Good little header that was, to be honest. But we might have to consider maybe trying to improve Lambert's finishing stats, because 11 finishing isn't good enough in my opinion. I don't believe that to be good enough for a player of Lambert's qualities. So that's something I'm going to look at after this game. Set his training up. Griffiths pulls one back to Thomas now. Nice little ball into Pozzo there. Pozzo. Boom! Lambert. He had more time for that one as well. Yet he couldn't get it on target. But it is 1-1 so far. Back on level terms, which is positive. We just need to be doing more with the ball, like being more effective with our possession, because we've got 61%, which is a lot, but we're not doing a great deal with it. We've scored, fair enough. Fair play to Lambert, don't get me wrong, a well taken header. Won't take that away from him, but yeah, we need a little bit more from him, to be honest. I mean, a little bit more from the team, sorry, not just from him, from the team in general. Pozzo, come on, lay it off. Smith. Latour. Smith. Pozzo. Oh, there we go. That's more like it. Boom. Come on. 2-1. No messing about. Left foot wand. Boom. Arrows it. Keeper caught on his heels there, but he was never going to save that. No chance was he going to save that. Cheer. Make that sub for now. Lane's having a bit of a stinker. So McSween, get that pace on. Hopefully stretch the defence a little bit. Nisoki, block it. Come on, fellas. Pacey Hitman on for the Wonder Kid. Let's see, we've got a few Wonder Kids about these days knocking about at the club, which is always a positive. Because you know they're going to turn out to be at least high level. They might not be the absolute elite of elite players, but you know they're going to have a certain level of quality. Vidra plays it across, can't find anyone though. Dangerous ball across. Pozzo. Back at it again. Oh my. Keeper. Good save in the end, to be fair. Latour. Pozzo. What can you do? Tries to hook one in. And again. Okay, he's just going to let that run out for a throw-in. Do we make the last sub? Put Yardy out there. He's not really got the pace, but we'll get him a run out. I mean, Yardy, it's probably going to be his last season just because he is getting on a bit now. And like Abubar, I don't really see his future at the club going any longer than this season. So we'll give him a run out. He is a quality player, don't get me wrong, and he helped us a lot in getting promoted into the Premier League, and he did really good last season, but yeah, I'm not, he's coming to the back end of his career whilst we're trying to look forward as much as we can. We're going to see out a nice little 2-1 victory from the looks of it. United beating Chelsea, Bournemouth smashing Everton. Jesus Christ, where's the last come out of the blue? Jesus, and they're away. I'm not getting, they're in the relegation or battle. Jesus Christ, how have they done that? How have they pulled that one out? I mean, we'll take it, because Everton are like a rival of ours right now. But that's a good win from the boys in the end. Hard fought, came back from 1-0 down. It was a silly goal to concede from a set piece. Really, it was lazy defending, but we did fortunately manage to claw it back and secure the 3 points. And that means we're sitting in 6th place. Crystal Palace and Everton only a point ahead of us. It's a good place to be. Obviously, Everton suffering a heavy defeat to Bournemouth. Crystal Palace, getting a bit of a whooping off Southampton as well, to be fair. Yeah, all things good then. All things good. Now we need to follow that up and start getting a bit of momentum together now in December, which is a key month. December and January, obviously you can see a lot of fixtures in those 2 months. And we need to just keep grinding, just keep building the morale of the team, the confidence, and just keep them wins going as long as we possibly can. But obviously up next now, we've got a game which is probably going to be a lot tougher than it should be, and that's against Wolves, who are sitting in 19th place. Let's get it. Right, so Lee's obviously still injured, unfortunately, for this game. He's not out too long though. Obviously, a really integral player for us, it's turned out. But now we've got Cheer. Life is a lot better. Let's go Fairclough, give him a run out. Let's just rejig this a second, so... Ooh, yeah, you might have to do that, actually. Yes. Yeah, that's correct. I expect a bit of a... I'm just expecting a tough game from this. I just got a bad feeling about it. Away from home is terrible. It must be said. Much to be, we need to improve heavily on our away form. You know, that was our real problem last season. At least this season it's been a bit better. We managed to pick up a few more better results than we did last season, but yeah, we need to. It's still an area where we need to massively improve, and that's where we can pick up a load more points if we can somehow. Maybe it's a tactical tweak for our away tactic that might be needed at this point. So unlucky. Yeah, it might be a slight tactical tweak. I don't think we're that far off tactically where we should be. Away from home, and Elaine gets on the score sheet. Yes, gets himself into double figures for this season. He needs 10 more to go to hit his target this season. I want 20. I want 20 league goals from him again this season. He's more than capable of doing that, in my opinion. Thomas should have buried that one. Weston McKennie is 34 years old. Christ. Jude Bellingham as well, who's ancient, and Elaine gets his second of the day. Come on, in quick succession, puts us 2-0 up. Latour with the assist from the free kick as well, very nice, whipping that one into the danger area. Boom. Elaine just leaves his man. Great header. What can I say? Give us that nice little 2-0 buffer though early doors, which is nice. Can't lie. Vidra, nice. Come on, got loads of space. Plays it back to Lambert. They have a great chemistry on that right hand side. Latour, Pozzo out to steal in acres of space. Feeds Pozzo. That's a bit of a tame effort, that, wasn't it? To be honest. Jude Bellingham, a beast. You've got some solid players. Don't get me wrong. You've got a few old players. Maybe that's the problem. In midfield, where you need some athleticism and some youth mixed in with experience. They've gone for it. Oh, they've got Barella, who's obviously 34, and then 35, and then McKennie, who's 34. That's not great, is it? Although, to be fair, they've still got a decent amount of pace, actually. Well, Barella's lost quite a bit, to be fair. But they've got quite an old squad, actually. From the looks of it, they need to bring some, fresh blood in. I think methinks it's an aging squad, that. No wonder they're struggling. I can't say anything. Our squad's a bit too young, in my opinion. We could do with a few more experienced heads in it. There are some experienced players in there that have played a lot of games. I mean, we've got Toby, obviously, he's 29. He's the oldest. I think Thomas is 24, 25. So we've got a few guys in there now, but the average age of my team's still very young. I think if we go through 19, Pozzo's 20, Lambert's 23, I think. Oof, got away with that one. Poor defender. Old Smith now, 22. Latour's 22. You know what I mean? Like, you can tell it's a young team, and that'll catch us out in points just from the lack of experience. And in regards to the mental side of the stats, they won't be at their best because obviously they're young and they won't be fully fleshed out until they're getting into the prime years. Davis pings one over to Main. We need to watch out for this. Lucas Steele got away with that one, my word. Just letting him have a shot there. That's ridiculous. That's poor from Steele. We're on the ropes right now. Davis picking the ball up. Fedra goes in for a tackle, misses. Chia doesn't do anything. It's just all of it. Last ditch, lucky defending right there. We'll take it though. And Pozzo does manage to draw a foul, which is nice. Hit the double serve. So they've got a relative youngster there. But yeah, it's an old squad they've got really. Bernardo Silva. Surely that's not Man City Bernardo Silva. Am I losing my mind? Do I need to go bed? Have I been up too long today? Because surely that can't be Bernardo Silva, the Man City one. Must be another one. No way could he be sent back. That wouldn't make any goddamn sense. Granger, Moss, Davis playing it about nice. Some nice little short balls. Short passing. Oh. It's Toby. What to say that was. That ball. I don't know who did that from their team, but I think it was Bellingham, but he just killed it. Yes, I'm an idiot. Yeah, he's 6'3". It's not Bernardo Silva from City. That would have been West. That would have been so West if that actually was Man City Bernardo Silva. Now makeshift centre back at 5'6" or whatever he is. That's all. Oh, that's celebrating too early. That just ran through and it went straight to McSween. I was like, yes, boom. Thought he was just going to hammer it in, but not to be. Not to be. Cheney in there. Last little bit. Let Vidra have a little bit of a rest because we know his conditioning is terrible. For whatever reason, he's just stamina's always poor. Yadi. Bang! Oh, Latour. You deserve that, mate. You would have deserved that goal. For sure. For sure. today, Dallo. Not today. Come on, keep the clean sheet. Keep the... Jinx it, man. Why did I have to jinx it? Wow, we've still got 5 minutes left as well. So it's going to be a bit of a nervy one towards the end of the game, but I'm still going very attacking. No. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that. Toby, keep hold of it, mate. Do anything stupid. Yes, what a ball that is. Out to Yadi. Let's go. McSween. Use them legs. I'll take that corner. Just run the clock down, please. Come on. Oh, fuck. Come on. Come on, we fully deserve this. Well, if you look at the stats actually, Jesus Christ, they've been unlucky. They've had more clear cuts and more chances than us. But from what I've seen of the highlights, I'll still say, I still say we deserved to get the win today. I'm not gonna lie. I'm going to be overly biased. I'm going to be objective. I still believe we managed to do enough in the first half to get the 3 points, and we did. Come on, back-to-back wins today, which is always nice on an actual live com. I always feel bad if we don't get, if it's like boring games and there's no goals, or we, at least even if we get dicked by it like City 5-0, at least it's entertaining because there's goals in it. But yeah. 2-1 win, fantastic. Elias Elaine getting back to his scoring ways, getting a brace, securing us 3 points. Decent performance overall. Let it go a little bit in the second half. Wolves managed to take control, but that's credit to them, to be fair, because they went for it. And you got to give them credit as much as we can be critical of ourselves. There you go. Elaine, you've been superb. If we look then at the table, we actually do manage to get into the top 4. Let's go. That is amazing. Really great to see. Elias in top spot right now for goals. Latour as well, top for assisters with 9 assists already. My word. Jesus Christ, he's going to go for De Bruyne's record if it's still actually the record for most assists. Let's have a look. Players. I don't think it's most assists. So 16 to beat, and he's well on his way with 9, that's for sure. Anyway. That's fantastic news. I'm guessing West Everton and Crystal Palace lost, which is good news for us. We're smashing it at the moment, beating all expectations. We just keep riding the wave, just trying to play every game at a time, focus on every game, get the maximum result we possibly can. The team's coming good. The team is coming good right now. As for when we will come back, though, Crystal Palace might be good. It's a bit too early, though. I'm gonna come back in January, and hopefully, by then, January transfer window will have opened, and then we can kind of look at. I'm gonna try and ask the board for some money. And then we'll kind of see where I'm at, if we've got money, and then I can show you guys who we're trying to sign, or potential signings, and who I've been looking at who have been scouting at the moment anyway. That can all be revealed provided we get the funding from the board, fingers crossed. So with that being said, that does conclude today's episode. If you've enjoyed it, I would really appreciate it if you would take the time to hit the like button, dislike it if you want to dislike it, comment if you want to comment on it, subscribe if you want to subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching. I do hope to see you in episode 135. Cheers.